Hey everybody, welcome back to 2 Acres Evolving. Today I have a few things that I want to get done. I have a few plants that I need to transplant to different areas, and I have a few plants that I want to get in the ground today. But first, the tomato seeds that I started a bunch of seeds in one container, those are ready to separate, so I wanted to separate one of those on camera to see if it's worth doing them in one container like that, or to separate them out into each individual cell like I did with the 72 cell tray. Let me go ahead and flip the camera around and I'll show you what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be working on today. Ignore the mess. I was out here doing a little bit of work before I started this video, but I have all of these tomato seedlings in this one container. These are the Black Beauty, and I started some like this to see if it would be easier to do it like this rather than do it in the tray like I did the other ones. So I'm going to set the camera up and get you a little bit closer and see how easy it is to separate these. Okay, so I'm just going to dump these out. See how root bound they are. They've definitely got enough roots, and some of these roots will tear off of the plant, and that's okay. As long as the plants have some roots on them, they'll be okay. So I guess I'm just gonna start breaking up this soil a little bit. So these are very easy to take apart. Okay, so I got them all separated out, and all of them have at least a few roots on them. So all these should do good. I'm gonna go ahead and get these potted up now. Okay, so I got those tomato plants all potted up and watered in, so those are good. So now I'm gonna work outside and get a few things transplanted, and then I have some new plants that I wanna get in the ground. So the two grass plants back here behind my rock pond, these get very large, and I'm wanting the hydrangeas that are back here to be seen more. So I'm gonna be moving these grass plants. And also, while I'm back here, I wanted to give you an update on this fountain. When I first put this in, the water was barely bubbling up, but I went and got a stronger pump, and I like this a whole lot better. The water bubbles up higher, and it looks better. I can actually see the water on this one from up at my house, so I think this pump's gonna work out. And then, actually, this pump isn't running right now. I need to see what's going on with that. But I'm gonna get a stronger pump for this one over here as well. And then the other plant that I'm wanting to transplant today is in my front yard. It's the Red Twig Dogwood, and I'm going to be putting it back behind my plant room. That area gets morning shade, but in the afternoon and evening it gets full sun. So this is the back side of my plant room, and right here I've already got the hole dug. Right here is where I'm going to plant it. Now you'll notice that I have it right next to the edge of this flower bed. This greenhouse I'm going to be moving, and I'm going to eventually be building a permanent greenhouse off the side of this building. So when that happens, I'm going to take this flower bed and I'm going to curve it out, and it's going to connect to the center of the greenhouse, the new greenhouse, where the doors will be. So this area where I have the hole dug is not going to be on the edge of the flower bed anymore. All of this will be flower bed. So that'll be right in the middle. And now I'll take you up front and dig that Red Twig Dogwood up. Okay, so I've got this, and let me get my shadow out of the way. I've got this Red Twig Dogwood planted, and this gets about 6 to 8 feet tall and wide, so it'll really fill in this area. And then once the flower bed continues over here to the middle of the greenhouse, it'll really fill in this middle part nicely. So the next thing that I'm going to do is plant these Hookras. These are called coral forest Hookras, and they can withstand shade. They need 1 to 3 hours of morning sun, which this is in the flower bed that I just created recently, and it's over here on the side of my front yard. So it will get morning sun and afternoon and evening shade. These get about 12 to 16 inches tall and about 16 to 20 inches wide, and they are hardy down to zone 3, so very winter hardy. Alright, it's the next day, and yesterday my battery on my camera died, so I wasn't able to show you all the 2 trees that I planted. So I wanted to come out here today and show you those. So this is the area that I planted them in. This right here is a Colorado blue spruce that I planted last fall. And then I planted 2 Leyland cypresses, one right here, and then another one right over here. This area down here, I've had ideas for this area down here, but those ideas just keep changing. I don't know exactly what I want to do down here, so I haven't done a whole lot, but I thought this would be a good area for these 2 trees. So let me get you a little bit closer and give you some information on them. So these are called Gold Rider Leyland cypresses. These get pretty big. These will get 30 to 35 feet tall and 15 to 20 feet wide. They're hardy down to zone 5, and I'm in a zone 7, so they're plenty winter hardy for my area. And instead of all green, they have kind of a gold look to them, which I liked. And I was at Lowe's and these were half off, so I picked them up. I wanted to get those grass plants that are back behind my rock pond. I wanted to get those moved, but I ran out of time and wasn't able to get that done, so I'll get that done sometime this week. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.